Well, we had a little controversy yesterday on the internet. Somebody said something, and I will not be mentioning names anymore. If you want to find out about this, you'll have to check back in the earlier video I made yesterday. I'm done with that. I want to make peace with all these people. I think individually they are probably just fine. Somebody said something. Somebody took offense, supposedly, for their friend, and they attacked back, apparently. And then the wife of the person who had made the inappropriate remarks, she attacked back. And next thing you know, we got a genuine Major League Baseball brouhaha. And I just sit back and laugh because I'm not really in this thing. Of course, when I make the video, all of a sudden I become enmeshed in the brouhaha. And I was contacted by 2 of the 3 people that were in that mess. And I must say, they were very forthright, came to me in a very nice way. I appreciate that a lot. I would like to be friends with them as well as the other person as well. But what I'm doing here today is try to clarify how things can go wrong on the internet and how it can become exactly like a playground or a schoolyard. And that is not really acceptable for grown-ups, and especially ukulele people. I have had an exactly similar situation, so I'll tell you about my situation. I bought some ukulele strings from a well-known company. It's a private company. It's not a big company. It's a person who sells ukuleles, ukulele strings, and has a network of contacts. So I bought those strings. I was appalled at the strings. I told the person I wanted my money back. I thought they were awful. He wouldn't give me my money back. So I decided I'd throw my YouTube weight around. That is not acceptable. So I take the blame for that. I made a video where I talked about the strings and then put the person's company name right up there in the title. That will get you in trouble. So, we should have worked that out ourselves. That was between me and that person. And if we're both intelligent, we can do it. And if we're both nice as well. What the person does, as far as I can tell, is he contacted 5 or 6 of his friends, told them what an awful thing that somebody had done, and here they come, just like a gang, on my YouTube channel. And I was threatened. I mean, I was threatened only by their appearance and a gang-like behavior, I suppose, telling me that I was this and that and how bad I looked and how crummy I was and all this on my channel. So, I took the video down. I have not mentioned that company again. I held held some grudges for all those years, just because we couldn't work out a simple little problem. I mean, I take blame for making the video. All they had to do was give me my money back, or at least convince me somehow that what I did was wrong. You don't have to call in your friends in most cases. Now, in the story that we followed yesterday, apparently somebody was mentioned by name, and somebody overseas took exception to his friend being abused. So he comes bouncing on the playground. That is bully behavior. You are not a policeman, and you do not have to protect all your friends. If you do, you're in a gang. I think. So those are some thoughts. I'm going to be very careful in the future about what I say to people. I'll try to be careful, and I hope that people who were involved in this will also be careful and understand the dynamics of what happened here. Somebody made a careless statement, and they can be approached and hopefully reasoned with without calling in the entire gang. Don't do that, and don't you walk onto the playground and start throwing your weight around. That is not your job. You will come out looking pretty bad, I think. So, that little episode is over. I'm trusting that I learned something very important from that, and I'm hoping and think I have patched up differences with at least one person who was certainly victimized in this whole thing, and we will just leave it at that. Thanks for watching.